Hello friends, welcome back to this quick demonstration. We are looking at NQ charts from various data shapes, as you can see here. And what do we have here is NQ chart, a 90-point chart, which is giving us a bigger swing points. In the middle we have, you can see flex rank. I'm just using 3398 because again 9 8, there are 9 numbers, 8 holes, 8 jumps between them, and 6 is the manifestation frequency which connects the inner worlds with the outer worlds on a 1 point change. And here we have BID ASK cumulative delta. We have 369 bands, we have 369 bands applied here, and we have 369 oscillator, 2 of these. So how do we read the market? Well, it's pretty straightforward. We do have market profile structures put in place, which is getting replenished every hour, right? So now this market profile are just the contract tracking mechanism telling us where the value is. So market is trying to retest the areas of values and rejections. So if you see, this is the value structures. Market went up to retest the value and rejection of value areas, and market is structuring on this side. And you can see when the float changed its bias at this point in POC, it took off, and so did the market contract accumulation. All right, so on the right side, let's start today. I think we covered these things few times, but it's always good to refresh the mind, body and spirit coming together. This business needs unity in this trilogy of mind, body and spirit. So market went up, and it went up here to this POC. All right, and then at this point we have oscillator and we have contract tracker. They are aligned, but we are going against the trend. So that is where, because this is going to be just like a overall drifting scenarios, so we deal with this a little bit differently. On the left side is a bigger picture where the big momentum is, shift of momentum is, where divergences are located. Again, we are looking at this, something made high, and this oscillator did not. You can see both the oscillators were not participating in this higher and higher. This is on the close of price basis analysis. All right. So the main thing we want to talk about is this, right? Today. So let's go back to today's trading phenomena. And if you see, we posted that on 369, this interesting area right here, the market is going to turn. So we posted on X factor, Twitter, now X right here, right? All right, so this is your X right here. We also have other scenarios where we are beaming. If you remember, this is a 47 degree of separation fatality degrees for NQ, and we beam those, we curve fit it and see where it is going. And you can see we had this locations on the top, locations in the bottom. It was a beautiful day actually if you were trading on both sides. So going back to our basic concept of cumulative delta. So let's go back here, right? When the drift is going on, now where did we start here? We started here 8:30 in the morning. We can see that this bigger chart is saying go short. We have twisted below this, and then on the right side you can see the cumulative delta is accumulating on the other side. All right, so how do we, when this trend starts, what we can do, we can look into this cumulative data scenarios, and with oscillation on this, when it gets back into the bands, like retest of the bands, and the oscillations are aligned right here. For example, this is the location to go short. You don't have to think I got to get this top to the tick, right? When the trend starts, this helps you the pullback. Next pullback right here, but look at the oscillator on the bottom telling you to go short. Same thing here, same thing here. Look at the oscillators aligned with this band retest. You can draw trend lines as well if you like, but you got the idea. And also obviously this trend has shifted. You can see this is telling us long-term trend accumulation. This is telling you short-term bid and ask accumulation. And when it hit here, this level, right here, right? That these bands are coming, watch out. They're gonna ping from there, and they did, right? So again, in public space, you have ability to get these 25 tools and 90-day coaching from either me or friends at the firm, but it's quite a process actually, right, to get to this level of understanding, and then becomes a second nature. It takes a while. All right, so that is what we did with whatever time this was. Let's see, 10:11 a.m. right? So that's the whole story. But hey, some stop may be coming, but what we do, we don't blindly take it, right? So we wait for this accumulation of the bid and ask to go on the other side. So this is not going to tell you the end points of the trend. It is just saying, hey, if the trend starts, if you missed it, how to get in? Short here, short here, short here, short here, right? So it's giving us 7, 8, 10 points, 7, 8, 10 points, or you can just stick with this. All right, so now market try to go up. Right here it is going up, but the bands are not yet giving us the retest of it. But you also see this longer term, the trend is still drifting down, right? So I'm cautious, and I'm with a little bit of experience I have, we know which direction to take. So even though this is a pullback, this is kind of a midpoint Z, kind of flag pattern, you can say. I call it Z, balance point. Anyway, this could be the balance point to take the next level down. Now here's the thing. Now you will say, hold on a second, this was the low price, the market went up all the way from there, why this accumulation is going down, right? That's the trick. That's why I was saying this is not designed to say, hey, this is the bottom, this is the top. We say, if you watch the videos, we have shown that we should be using this as a retest and third touch, second touch, using the technical analysis on this, right? That is where you want to use it. So for example, it broke on the bottom. If I put a trend line here, it broke and retested. Then it support became resistance. So let me just show you this. So it's very important to keep a track on accumulative analysis of the things. Okay, so now let's see. This can go down, this goes in thousands and thousands. This is accumulation of accumulative delta, right? That's all there is. All right, double bob, double top, double bottom, right? This is where we have to use these. This is where we say on the cumulative delta, double top, apex breaks, do your technical analysis, which is taught by non-professional traders. This is the use of it, the authors of books and the writers. So what's going on? So third touch of the trend lines is very powerful, 1, 2 and 3. We have been saying this for years. 1, 2, and 3. Almost a decade, right? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now when this is happening, look at the oscillator. Look at the oscillator on this. It is telling you that potentially, now you can see this oscillator, you can see this oscillator, you can see this oscillator, you can see all things are giving us some sentiment analysis, right? If you really want to wait properly, right, so you can wait for this bigger one, cycles inside cycles coming together. All right, so at least with these two ties for a short term, we are going to make them sync together, as you can see. Now if you see my cursor on the left side, this is a long on the left side where you can see vertically all the oscillators besides the big drift is saying go long. It's happening on the retest. Then market takes off and the bands are going vertical 45 degrees, retest, pullback, right? This is a retest, break, retest on the other side, pull back to the bands we have, we call it flow bands, and there we go. And look at this pullback, and look at this pullback, right? Same thing. So our 369 oscillator is gaining strength. This has pulled back because we make these things pull back, so they pull back. This guy is very strong. There are 10 things inside one. So this one is not going to move unless there's a real movement, right? So if I am sitting here in the middle of two values, which is like, white lines not giving us any good direction, but the strength can be in either direction, right? So this is where we have other oscillators right here and here telling us the strength is, if you want to take this play, bullish is the approach to take. And then this guy is confirming that break, retest of this trend line, right? This trend line, you can see this one, break, retest on the bands. Look at the oscillator, go long. And you don't think, just go long. 150 points, right? It does rotate lots of hundreds of points every day. Now if you were really a cautious trader, you have to wait for this, right? Let the bands take some vertical lift off, some angular momentum, pull back on oscillation. All right, so I think that is all I had to say on this one. We can do this day. Now you see the drift is all long term is short term is here. You can see this chart in the middle. Then we have a long term drift, right? Long swing. So this is more of a drift swing chart. Now this is going to help us ride that wave. Now the wave has to be done on the longs only, right? Right here long. This is a long. Look at this oscillator. Pull back into it. Where am I? Now this one is not doing good, but this one is doing better. Long, right? All right, so this is almost end of the day, but you got the idea. Now where we are right now, after market is already closed, we made 200x profit on snow within hours, right? So that's why I'm here watching. Close my positions a little later, hedge them. But here it is. Where did it go? POC, retest to the POC. Value high and POC. But look at this guy, right? It gave us a twist on the other side, but this is the entry, right? Not this. You could have gone here, gone there, right? There are three things that are telling you to go short here, short here, short here. That is one thing. And also on POC, there's nothing wrong with taking that one. But if you're looking at for confirmation, this break, retest, oscillator on the top side, both of them gives a better confirmation that, hey, okay. And luckily this also is on the short side. And you're down 50 points, right? You can do this all day, night, all day, all night, all day and night, all day, night. All right. Thank you so much.